Ain't gonna turn over?
I don't know. It must, surely.
I know you're gonna dig this.
There we go! Hey guys, welcome back to Dry Racing. Today, I'm gonna go buy a Fiesta ST parts car.
So we're heading off into a brewing storm, fighting a heck of a crosswind.
Yeah, it's looking a little dark, but I think it's barely gonna miss us according to the radar and the direction we're going, but it's blowing the motorhome all over the place.
Yeah, we got about 100 miles of this to go.
Yeah, so hopefully it passes and the wind dies down, but right now we got massive headwind. You're getting like 6.5 miles a gallon.
Oh, almost 6.9 miles a gallon. Yeah.
So our luck, the wind will turn around and we'll have a headwind coming back with the car in the back. But like I said, we're going to go look at this Fiesta ST parts car. It's told bad transmission, told running engine, but we're gonna inspect it, take the top of it apart a little bit, rotate it. I think there might be some other goodies on this car that might be able to flip or keep ourselves, so I guess hopefully we make it. Alright guys, bought it. Had to roll it, but we had enough, luckily had enough downhill, we rolled it right in. A lot of good things about this car. We turned the engine over, put a borescope down it, looked into where the cams are. There's no varnish, it looks super clean. Turned over easy enough just by moving the flywheel by hand. The interior is perfect, which that interior goes for a good chunk of money, so we wanted to probably sell it and get our money's worth out of this car, but there's other good parts and pieces on here. So overall, not bad. Paid $1,000 for it, so really can't argue with what we got. The guy was super nice, so I guess when the time comes, gotta pull this engine, which I don't think it'll be that hard since the transmission's already out. So let's start this drive home. Hour 40 minutes. Hey guys, so I think where we left off, we just got the car in the trailer from where I bought it, and we haven't really done anything with it since, but now it's in the shop. Let's kind of show you a little bit about it. The body is a little rougher than originally thought. It does have 15-inch wheels, which is nice. Like I said, the transmission does not work. That is currently in the back here in pieces, unfortunately. The interior is pretty clean. Got the Recaro seats. Back seats look really clean. It has really nice floor mats. You can see that. Oh, this one's dirty from being a driver, but a bunch of random stuff. Oh, that's fancy. I didn't even notice that before. Sunroof car. But yeah, mainly we're looking at taking this engine because it has like 123,000 miles on it, but it was running and it turned freely. So I'm just going to kind of set you up time lapse. I think initially I'm going to take the cowl off and everything I know to do there, and then look at what I need to do, taking everything else apart so I can pull it out of the car. So let's get to it. All right, I got most of the top stuff taken off. I don't think I missed anything. I probably am. Probably some stuff up in here that'll make my life more difficult, but I'm gonna get going on everything from under here, mostly exhaust, because the transmission's not hooked up, intercooler stuff, and I think there's a coolant line that goes down here. So see where all that leads, and then might be close to pulling the engine. All right, guys. So sorry, I really did not film that much, and I'm shaky right now. I'm barely hanging on to my phone because my hands are disgusting, but got the engine out, and I'm out of breath. It was a real treat. Got hung up on everything, mainly this condenser, AC condenser line. Everything was getting caught on that. the exhaust, because did not feel like fighting that heat shield, and it probably cost me in the end. I ended up cutting off the exhaust back there because it was aftermarket, just a piece of pipe in there, so it's nothing I would reuse anyways. But I left enough of a flange, so if we could use it somewhere else, we could. But it's out. Got a big mess I got to clean up here before I do anything else. But I'll let you guys know when we what our next move is with it. All right, big jump in time. This is where we're at now. We were kind of taking our time with it, and I was just gonna buy a piece here and there to get it going, hopefully before fall ends. But as you guys know, we got reached out to run the front wheel drive no prep class at Ice Cream Cruise. So game on.
Game on.
We're not ready, and I said we would do it. So first of all, we got the transmission back on. We did that this morning. Kind of a bear, but I think it's probably easier than doing it in the car. We swapped over some parts. I still got to do the injectors and stuff, but I got the old ones out. Got the high pressure fuel pump on. I replaced some, ideally would have bought new hoses everywhere. I got some new boost hoses coming soon in a parts haul. But got stuff switched over from my original engine because we know that was good. Never sat outside. I knew what we had there compared to this. Since it's out, new belt, new tensioner. So we're waiting on parts before we hook up the turbo and do all that.
Still got to clearance the block for the turbo.
Yeah, which I believe is
we'll just look at the other. We'll look at the other block.
And then
this is
shout
nice.
out once again to Dizzy Tuning for hooking me up with this transmission mount. So you guys can see this thing is what it is, and this thing is you ain't moving it.
I had
solid.
to skook 'em.
So that could be some wheel horsepower without the everything moving. So I'm gonna swap this over. Clearance the block. We've got big task ahead of us.
Wiring harness, right?
Moving a whole wire. This one will probably work, but like I said, I know what I have. Oh, we also moved over the AC condenser and the alternator because we knew those were good. So, what else? That's pretty much it. So, we're going to keep moving with this. There's pretty much boring stuff from here. But we'll get back to you when maybe it's going in the car or already in the car completely. Today's hopefully the day.
Well, it's Labor Day.
So we're laboring.
Okay, Ricky, let's get the turbo hung now. We got this thing up in the air. We got a little bit more to put back together.
Yeah, the front, they've got some front side stuff so that'll just be easier once it's in, so we know what kind of room we have. But then, once it's in, really, you got these two to match up here, the other side to match up here, and it'll literally just
this can be
kind of sit there.
Pretty easy.
And then I think initially we said we want to get the transmission bled with all this out of the way. Just
Correct.
So we don't have to reach in and fight opening and closing and just deal with that mess.
Yeah, so I think we'll actually cover that, maybe even make a different video just separate for that because people were asking. We didn't know. Now we do.
Yeah.
We can show you.
Well, kind of know, but...
better. Yeah.
Also, we're going to fight this thing.
That won't be too bad.
Yeah, we're going to get the turbo home sitting over there and... Well, I guess it'd be too bad.
All right, go hang the turbo.
Yeah. All right. This is a heavy turbo.
Okay, you got some O-rings. Did you lubricate those before you shove them in on your oil?
Oh, well, that'll probably go in after we
Right.
get this hung, but...
You want to make sure you don't over torque the nuts on these studs for the manifold. We had one busted off. I think we're going 15 foot-pounds.
Something like that.
It's probably wrong, but it's not too much.
It's not wanting to go forward. It's probably the intake here, so...
Oh, let me lift that. You want to take the intake off?
Maybe. Yeah.
All right, let's do that.
All right, we're stepping up slowly. Like I said, we think we're going about 15. I'm gonna start with 10. See how that feels and looks. Because if you're really over tight, like we said, we had one broken, like we showed you guys. If it's too tight and the metal, expands,
You're already stretching it, yeah.
and it'll just pop it, and we.
Yeah, you gotta have room for it to stretch, and if you use it all up in torque. So work from center out and
Okay, we killed an hour, say, trying to get the return line in there. There's no trick to it, it just fights you. But now we're in the process of removing the exhaust because I have a new exhaust, so I'm gonna get that here soon with oil and stuff. So drop that and then lower the car enough, slide this in and set it down. And it's a matter of just kind of finding things to hook them all back up and everything. So
looks like we're gonna fight the manifold from behind because can't set it, the intake.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
So that's gonna be fun.
that'll be a treat, leaning over.
If it was easy, everybody would be doing it.
I think it's stuck on the rebar. I didn't know there was race rated rebar. Is that SFI approved rebar, Ricky?
Yeah. I cut it once. It wouldn't go. So I cut it again. Still not going.
Okay, that's how not to remove your exhaust.
Or how to build an exhaust. Oh.
I am not a welder.
Leave tips for your kids. Or whoever's watching this. Leave your exhaust stock. Don't cut the muffler off. No one ever told me that.
Yeah, I think I did warn you that. You'd regret it. And now what are you doing? Putting a whole exhaust on it. Okay, what's next? Drop the car, set the engine,
Yeah.
and struggle with everything?
Yep.
Okay, let's do that.
Yep. What is that?
Oh, the whole time it wasn't.
Seriously, not recording.
I didn't record earlier, no. So this is your new exhaust system?
Yeah, I'm about to throw up grabbing whatever this is.
It's like they packaged it in a mouse nest.
Like, it just keeps going. What is that? This was in my house for months.
Yeah, now it's in my shop. Thank you. Why didn't you unpack it at home?
I didn't know it was like this. It just keeps going. Why is it all like leafy and
Where did you
sticky?
get this?
I think it came from Arizona.
Is this marketplace?
Something like that.
Oh, God.
I think it's got something in my eye.
All right. I'm going to put down this camera just so I can get away from it.
Well, getting that in there wasn't as hard as getting the cotter pin on the duster. But it's in. Got the two main mounts, transmission and the engine mount. and we got to get the rear motor mount on. That's a little trick to that. There's like 3 pieces, kind of fits one way. And then we're going to work on dealing with the shift linkages, getting that all squared away, and then doing what we need to do to bleed the clutch, because that's going to be probably one of the harder things. And then hooking things back up. Hopefully we don't put something on to find out we need to take it back off to put something else back on, but we'll probably run into that naturally. So
Well, let's get this up in the air on at least one of the bottom safeties on this.
Yeah.
Well, and
so far so good.
get after it.
I don't remember now. No, that goes here. Let me take this off first. You know, they sell these, it's all one piece. It'll just pop right in there and you just bolt it in. Not have to worry about playing a puzzle. That costs money.
So what were you saying when we were beating this with a hammer? What was the problem?
Oh, well, you see how the engine transmission was stable before, and now it's not? Well, the downpipe is jammed, and so we're beating everything into place. Just jamming the downpipe.
Good thing there's some flex built in.
Yeah, that's what that's for. I moved it, I almost took my fingers off. There's so much tension. Oh, there we go.
Get it figured out?
Yeah.
You having fun now, Ricky?
Ah,
Did you get it?
no.
It's the little things, right?
I'm going to take that back apart and find out what's wrong with it.
All right, give me both pieces. I'll chase the threads.
One more.
Any words of wisdom?
I will admit, I haven't laughed this hard in a while. My lungs and stomach hurt. By the nonsense that's been going on. Oh,
Stuck at the most easiest things.
it's been something. But the engines, that ain't going nowhere.
That ain't going nowhere.
So yeah, we're gonna hook the transmission now. When I get in the car, I need to tighten up a bolt that we took out for the steering, because we thought initially we were gonna drop the whole rack down, but then we never put it back. So need to remember to do that when we go to bleed it, and then hopefully things start falling into place and the front end on. Can I get a cutting wheel?
Yeah, that's
This
a lot.
should do
That's a lot of sparks for a hose clamp, Ricky.
Cutting wheel.
You get it? What we have is the world's most stubborn hose clamp.
It was broken too.
So we thought we'd replace it so it wouldn't fall apart. Can't get it off to save our life. And we were afraid that was going to come apart.
I don't know what technology Ford is using here, but it's like military grade type stuff.
That's not going nowhere.
It's got to now.
But yeah, you cut it in half. Keep going. Oh, you got a new hose for it.
Yeah. Got it.
So what does that do? What's that all about?
This is the sound composer delete. So when you sound like you're badass and fast in your car and you're rolling gears, it's only you hearing it. No one else in the world can hear it. So this, so this deletes that and a potential boost leak. So that's not too bad.
Making some progress, Ricky, huh?
This is the hardest part about the whole thing. Everything's like, mechanical. This is like, where does this go? Well,
So it's a good thing we have our working, running car over here.
yep.
It's helped us out more than once because none of this makes sense.
Not at all. Oh, perfect. This thing, my hood latch sensor. Did we break
Break
it?
a tab?
Or,
Oh, yeah, I'm sure you did.
and it just doesn't even fit in there anymore.
So it's Wednesday. We got a busy weekend.
Oh no, that just slides down.
Oh, you got it? Okay.
So it's
Yeah, it's
what's the ice cream cruise is the 28th,
and it's the 4th.
4th.
We got some time. Plenty of time. We're
I
going
mean-
out of town this weekend. We're going out of town next weekend.
Yeah, if it wasn't a work night, if we had to bust it out, we could probably get this done in a couple more hours. But
Yeah, you've only got another hour or so, and
yeah,
you
I
got to
probably
get.
won't be able to get this finished today. But yeah,
Get
it
it.
would not take that much longer, really.
Yeah, the hard part's done. Details.
Yeah, just gotta figure out where all this goes.
How long's this thing been down?
Not running as it, or the engine out.
Oh, engine out. When we take that out? It's been busted since June.
July.
Yeah.
Been broken, non-running since beginning of June. What have you been doing?
Oh, get after it, man.
Well, probably missing something. We got oil, exhaust is hooked up, we got coolant, probably need to add it as we turn it on. We got to put the battery in it, but that's whatever.
Struggled with a lot of little things. There's some differences from a 14 to a 16.
Yeah, it's just wild.
Yeah.
Struggled for way too long in the coolant hose. What am I missing here?
Let's get the battery in and crank this thing over. Hopefully you bought a good engine.
I'm nervous. Otherwise, we're going to have to get my other car in here and get to work.
So when's the ice cream cruise?
Let's see, what is this?
Today's Sunday.
2 weeks?
2 weeks. We got time.
So 13 days.
13 days.
Well, 13 days to swap over all the Go Fast parts once this doesn't work.
Oh, no.
I mean, I think everything's hooked up. I mean, so a major thing, too, is we put coolant in, it dribbled a little bit. I don't know where that's from, but then it stopped. Probably some gunk fell in the crack, so it stopped leaking.
I don't know. I see you got the battery back on the charger.
Yeah, so,
You should go get your new jump starter and get it around here just in case.
yeah. Man, I feel like we're missing something, but maybe we're not.
All right.
I'm nervous. We got the battery hooked up. Like shaking, I'm nervous. Lights came on in here, so I mean, that's halfway a good thing, I guess.
All right, get in there. You got your key in there?
Yeah.
Do I need to go get the fire extinguisher?
Shouldn't. This is safe for me not being able to get out of the car.
Details, details.
Is my alarm gonna go off? Go into battery drain mode.
What the heck was that? Did you hear that?
Battery drain mode. Oh!
What?
That was. My leg was caught in the mirror.
Oh. Okay.
Oh shit.
Oh, that's crazy. Pump your brakes because you're. Want to pump your brake up? All right, let her eat. You got nothing?
Nothing.
All right, let me get the jump pack on here, see if that helps.
No, everything's on. It's not even turn. I'm hitting the button to start. It's not turning over.
Well, yeah, it's probably got low voltage. Just a second. Okay, we got a little jump pack on here.
Nothing.
Nothing? Clutch in. Try again. It's a voltage thing, I'll bet you. Oh, your jump pack ain't getting it. I'm gonna get the battery charger on it.
I don't know. Hang on. Just.
So this jump starter has a voltmeter on it. So that's kind of cool. It works whether it's plugged in or not. I did turn it on, 80%. That voltmeter's not going up, so I'm not sure.
Should I try again?
Yeah, go ahead, try again.
No.
I think it's too low voltage. Let me get the battery charger on it. Okay, see if it tries now. Let me put it on jump start mode.
That's not it, dude. There's got to be something else going on here. It's not a battery thing.
Go. Okay. How's that coming along, Ricky?
You missed the ground in the worst spot. All right. Ain't gonna turn over?
I don't know. It must, surely.
Well, it's an improvement. Hang on. Fuel route pressure too low, engine cranking. Okay, that makes sense because there's no fuel on the line.
Yeah, but doesn't that run the pump when you open your door and all that?
Yeah, but that's only like a psh.
Okay.
And if it's not, there's nothing for.
Okay.
Now I'll make clear that.
I'm gonna put the charger on that battery, help it out.
If you think it'll help. Ready?
Okay, I got the, sounds okay.
Don't have any colored smoke out the back.
How did we check that? Let me open the doors.
Oh, hang on. It says turbocharger bypass valve A control circuit high.
Yeah, because that wire's not plugged in anything.
That might be.
Sounds like we've got a good engine. Got oil pressure?
Let me, I put it in first to see if anything moves.
Okay.
Moving?
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, do you want to put the nose of this thing back on and get it on the road?
yeah.
Okay, shut her. Yeah, go ahead, shut it off.
Well, that was a major milestone. So
That sounded actually pretty good.
yeah, I don't know what that's surging. It sounded like it surged and it came back.
Well, it's going to do some self-learning probably.
So let's get the front end on. Get all that, and then let's see about. I'll get information on the wire that's unplugged if I gotta do something with that, and then maybe everything will be good from there. So let's get the front end on and see about.
You got it. Good job, Ricky. That's hard work. I know. Bust your ass in this.
All right. Well, I think we got everything squared away. Bumper on and everything. That was a struggle in itself.
Once it's out of the shop, the warranty's over.
Oh, no.
Get this thing out of here. Yeah. All right, let her eat.
Around the chip?
Yeah. See if we screwed up this transmission. Somebody get it?
Idling rough, I don't know.
What's that?
Can't tell if it's idling rough or not.
I have to push it out. You want to make a quick run without me? Go up to the corner and back?
Sure.
Yeah, I smell oil. This dumb thing probably leaks.
Maybe. Something feels like the clutch is engaging right away, like it was before.
Okay, then there's nothing we can do about that.
Well, it seems to run and drive fine. I mean, I'm getting all the boost I should be. I haven't, floored it completely ripped, but I'm just trying to get the engine broken in, I guess, from, sitting. It did sit for a little bit. It did look a little smoky when I took off initially, you were saying, so I think I just worked
The smoke, it was cleared up when you got back. It just needed to run, maybe.
Yeah, so we did it.
All right. Where to next with this?
Ice cream cruise.
Ice cream cruise. See
Well,
you
out of your garage.
out of my garage. It's already out, ain't going back in.
So, yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed our struggles, and we learned a lot. I will say we learned a lot.
I'm not afraid of doing this again.
No, it really wasn't that bad. It sucked, but it wasn't that bad. Really. I feel like the easy stuff is what fought us the most, because other than that, it just came out. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please give us a like for supporting this build and everything we've accomplished on it so far. And subscribe. We'll see you at Ice Cream Cruise.
How you doing, Ricky?
Hard work.
Yeah, parting out the old Fiesta.
Attempting to.
Don't you want to wait till we grow? We should grow a tree up the middle. Come on.
And then ask for $10,000. You gonna sell that? Nope.
No,
I'm gonna
nope.
do something with it. I know what I got.
Oh, what we got is a mess. If you need Fiesta ST parts, yeah, we're selling this one.